now. First of all, thank you to all the lovely comments that people have made to me about my first ever video over on Instagram TV. It was really nerve-wracking talking to a camera and then uploading it, and you just don't know how other people would see it, but thank you so much. I've also come on today really to talk about the sewing weekender that I was really lucky to be able to get hold of a ticket to go to. If you don't know what it is, it's a day and a half of just pure sewing. So we went down to Cambridge University, set up our sewing machines. There was about 100 people there, separated into 2 rooms, and it was just basically just sewing, and it was just so fantastic to be surrounded by so many other people that share the same interest in me in sewing and enthusiastic about sewing as I am. So that was really lovely. There was a few talks as well, which was really inspiring, and also a pattern and fabric swap table. If you want to know more about the sewing weekend, I've actually written a blog post over on buttonandpip.com, so you're more than welcome to go and have a look at that and look at some photos. But today I thought I'd come on to show you all the goodies that I got from the goodie bag and also the swap table. Now, first of all, I thought I'd show you what I'm wearing, which is what I actually made at the sewing weekender, and it was this pattern that I made, the New Look 6459 pattern. I talked about this in my last video. I got this mainly for the trousers, but I thought the top would be a really simple top to do at the sewing weekender, so I took that along originally to do, and then I thought, well, if I get one project done I might be able to do another one, so I thought, why not try the trousers as well. So here's the top and here's the trousers. I managed to finish both of them. So I started on the top on the Saturday and I finished that around 2 o'clock, and then I got straight onto the trousers as well. Just the absolute brilliant atmosphere in the room kind of just made you want to get on, and every time I got stuck there was somebody to talk to and ask questions, so it was really, really useful. So first of all, the top, let me show you the top, so if you can see that, and then the back. I actually changed the back. The back should have just had like a button and loop to close, but I changed it to the bow, sort of Stevie inspired. That seemed to be the pattern of everybody's favourite this sewing weekender and also this summer. Vicky sat next to me, she was doing a Stevie. Holly opposite me was doing a Stevie. People were wearing Stevies, there was just Stevies everywhere. So I kind of borrowed or inspiration from the Stevie to do the ties, which I really like. Making it was really easy. The only real issue I had was the bust darts. So the bust darts came up to around here, and I was in the toilet trying it on, and a lovely lady, I don't know her name, I feel really bad, but she had gorgeous lilac lander pants on, so that's what she was trying with the fitting. She was talking about the fact that most patterns are actually fitted to a block that has 18-year-old's bust height. Mine are not that high, so I had to, unfortunately, once I'd even finished the whole garment, take out the bust darts and drop the bust darts down, but they fit all right now. It's quite a cropped length, which I wasn't too sure about, but looking at the packets, it actually showed it with these trousers, which are quite high-waisted, and yeah, it covers, it's not going to show anything, so I quite like that. The fabric is a seersucker with small bicycles all over it. We recently went on a holiday to Holland where we took our bicycles, so we're quite a bicycle mad family actually. This is from a local shop to me in Ashby called Sew Me Me. I just loved it. As soon as I saw it, I wanted it, so I got that. I didn't know what I was going to make with the fabric, but it just suits this so lovely. One issue I do have with this pattern is the facings. So it has a separate facing for the neckline and 2 separate facings for the arms, which seem to just want to flip out. So let me show you. Like, like that. So what I've actually done is I've done a top stitching and also just another line of stitching to try and keep them in, and it seems to have worked actually. They seem to want to stay more in place, and I've also stitched them along the seam lines at the top just to keep them, and underneath to keep them more in place. So that's the top, and I managed to actually finish the trousers on the Sunday. So let me stand up and show you these. I'll put up a photo as well of the full outfit, but I love these trousers. They've actually got pockets as well, look. I had this fabric quite a while actually in my stash from Barry's Fabric in Birmingham. I think it's a polyester, it's kind of embossed. So it's got two darts at the front, two darts at the back, high-waisted fitting, and then quite a wide leg. And I've cropped it with the help of Angela, lovely lady. Well, I was like, I couldn't hem them while I was in them. So she said, don't worry, stand there, I'll sort them out for you. So thank you, Angela. If you're watching this, thank you very much for helping me hem these trousers. So that's what I made. And also, that Harriets from Sew Me Sunshine made some gorgeous little labels that said, oh, I've forgotten what it says now. Oh, well, I'll pop a picture up. Anyway, it was just a really loved memento from the sewing weekender to pop in to your garment so you remember that you sewed it at the sewing weekender. So thank you ever so much for that label. So get on now and have a look at the fabrics and the goodie bag that I got. So everybody in to the room where the sewing machines were set up, and it was gaps for people that brought the sewing machines. There was a goodie bag. Now I love a good tote bag. So this one says, good things come to those who make the sewing weekend of 2018. What a great memory to have. So in this we had some patterns, some little treats, another bag which I love, put that back in, from Stuff and Steel. Thought that'd be really good for work, really nice. There was the Love Sewing magazine, there was the Sew Today magazine, there was the catalogue from Stuff and Steel, which I really like the look of, because it almost feels like a next catalogue really. But yeah, that's lovely. And then I got this pattern, the Lola dress from Simply Sewing. I think that's really nice, a maxi dress. Maybe I might have a go at making that. Another pattern that was in this was a Colette's pattern, Asta. You see that? Which is like a collarless blouse, which I think is really pretty. It's not usually my style, but I've heard really good things about Colette patterns, so I might have a go at that. That seems really cute. Another pattern that came in was the Crafty Sew and Sew PJ Shorts pattern. I am really looking forward to actually making a pair of pyjamas. I always think when I make my garments, I kind of want to wear them out, so wearing them in bed kind of seems like, oh, you've spent all that time and you only wear them in bed. But I'm going to be a little bit slower in my sewing, and I think that'd be really cute, with maybe actually an Ogden cami to go with the shorts. I thought that would look really cute. And another pattern that was in with this goodie bag was, let me find that pattern, the Simplicity 1970s vintage pattern 8256. Very cute with the ruffle neckline. As well as in there was also these lovely thread cutters that you wear around your neck, because everyone knows when you're sewing you can't find your scissors. So that'd be really useful, and lots of lovely discount codes, seamstress sticker from Pink Coat Club. So I've got one already on my cover to my sewing machine, so I might even put one on my sewing machine. So as well as the goodie bag, there was also a swaps table. So I took some fabric and some patterns along, some fabric that had been in my stash for a while that I loved when I bought, but it just seemed to not come up with any of the projects that I had, and also some patterns that originally I thought, yep, I'd love to make that, and then just didn't seem to be my kind of thing, so I took them along. Now the table just seemed to grow and grow and grow over the whole weekend. I went the first time, picked up some bits, came back down, I had a moment where I wasn't really doing much, so I thought I'd have a wander, went back in. It just seemed more fabric, more patterns that were there, and it just kept going. So each time I went, I seemed to come back with something. So first of all, I'll talk about the patterns that I picked up, and then also some of the fabric that I picked up. So the first one that I picked up was the Cotton and Chalk number 2 pattern, the Olivia dress. I think that's lovely. I love the one with the slides slits. Maybe next summer. I really like that one. Another one that I picked up was the Simply So Lottie blouse. Now, I've got a pussy bow blouse on my Make 9, which I haven't got round to yet. I've kind of been putting it off. I've got a pattern. Yeah, I just haven't really been inspired. Whereas this one's really cute actually. It's quite close fitting, and it actually comes with a skirt as well, so maybe that might be my Make 9 pattern. When I went back again, I found some more vintage patterns this time. Now, I've got these not with the intention to sew, but I've seen really gorgeous framed vintage patterns. So I got these really because I've got this space here that really isn't that great, because we're doing a lot of work to the house and my sewing room seems to be the last in line. There's lots more that needs to be doing. So until I do this room properly, I might as well spruce it up a little. So I got all these lovely vintage patterns. Thank you to whoever it was that put these on the desk, on the table. They're just so cute. I just thought it'd be lovely to get nice clear frames, put them in, and put them around my sewing machine. Really lovely ones. This one is got even a stamp from Baker's Stores, Elliott Street, Liverpool. I actually went to uni in Liverpool, so I felt really sort of drawn to that one. I really like that one. Now another pattern that I picked up is I've seen a Stitch Edit on Instagram. She made this dress from the seersucker, the flamingo seersucker that I've also got, and I've been looking for the pattern. It's just lovely. So it's this pattern, which is the Butterick B6318, and it came free with a Love Sewing magazine, a full skirt, and then this wraparound tie. And I absolutely loved her dress. She's just done a blog post about it, so I might take some tips of how to maybe alter that pattern, but I really, really love that pattern. Now, the beauty of sitting around everyone is you just get chatting, and lady gave me this pattern, Rosie and me. I think this is in her goodie bag, the Frida skirt. Now, I just love a pleated skirt, and this skirt's really nice because the pleats are sewn down the front to kind of keep them in rather than have to iron the pleats in every time that you wear them and wash them. So I thought I'd have a go at that, and it's a really lovely pattern actually. So this has got like a Polaroid photo on the front. I've never come across Rosie and me patterns actually, and the instructions inside are sort of in the sleeve, and they're just brilliant. It talks about how to make adjustments. So it talks about adjusting the waist width, adjusting the waist for larger abdomens. It had sway back, round buttocks. Brilliant. I just really like this pattern. Really nice and clear. So I'm going to definitely have a go at that with maybe some nice wool. I'm not sure what it talks about, suggestions, but I think that would be really nice. Oh, this pattern came with the Love Sewing magazine, a McCall's pattern shirts, the M7575 pattern, really nice fitted shirts, and that's it really in there. Oh, one other thing that I did pick up, the lovely Harriets from the Little Dressmaker. She has written a book about the stain removal. Now, she did a talk about how to take care of your handmade garments, and it's just amazing what a young lady can actually do. Stand up, talk to a group of her peers, and she was just so inspiring. She made this little book. She's self-published this little book, The Little Book of Stain Removal. Now it talks about how to remove over 50 different stains, so it's going to be very, very useful. Oh, it comes up straight on permanent markers. My girls seem to always find the marker pens, the permanent marker pens. I don't know how, I hide them, but they always find them. Glue, deodorant, coffee stains, chocolate. Yes, I might have a few stains of chocolate, but yes, a brilliant book. So she actually is selling these, I think, through her Instagram page or her website, so definitely go and have a look at that. Now, as well as the patterns that I picked up, I also picked up some fabric. So the first fabric that I got was actually in my goodie bag, which is this leopard print fabric. Now, it's not my usual thing, and when I first saw it I thought, that's interesting. So there's a metre of it. Now, what I actually think I might do with this is actually make some pyjamas. So with that pattern from Crafty So-and-so from my handmade wardrobe pyjamas, and then also making an Ogden cami to go with it. Now, it might seem crazy to be making shorts and cami top pyjamas when we're going into winter, but that maybe give me a little bit of time to do that. So yeah, I think that's actually nicer than I originally thought. Now, these ones are what I picked up from the swaps table, and like I said, every time I went in it seemed to grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and we were putting more and more in. And the lovely Brenda, who actually welcomed us on the first day, we were in the car park and we didn't know where to go, she was like, oh, come along, I'll show you which way to go. She picked up 2 meters, I think, of the amazing rainbow fabric jersey that seems to be around and no one can get hold of anymore. So well done, Brenda. I was like, oh, lovely. Anyway, these are the ones I picked up. So the first one I picked up is a remnant. So I'm not sure actually, I haven't measured any of these, so I don't know how much I've actually got of these. But it's of this lovely pink, mustard, grey. It's really nice. It's a little sheer, but I just think that's lovely. I'm not sure what I'll make with that, but I really like that. Look at the drape on it, it's lovely. Now, the next time I went in, I picked up this remnant of stripy jersey. Now, I don't know who put this in, but actually it popped up on my Instagram today. Someone had made a top out of this. So I don't know whether it was you that I looked at photo, but thank you. It's really lovely, really nice lightweight viscose jersey. Really like that. Now, the next one that I picked up, well, it was this one. On my last video I was wearing my Jungle Fern Ogden dress, and this one just screamed out to me. It's some more ferns, green ferns. Seems crazy because all the things I've picked up are from for the summer, but oh, isn't that lovely. Now, on the Sunday I went back and I came back out and I was like, oh Vicky, I found this gorgeous fabric. She went, haven't you already got that one? And I'd actually picked up exactly the same print but in a pink colourway. So I didn't realise, but yeah, I've got the pink and the green. I just seem to really like that print. And the final one isn't really fabric for me, but it's from one of my daughters. I've got some, picked up some patterns for them to make little jumpsuits or a little summer dress, and I got this gorgeous soft pink jersey, really, really cute. I think that's going to make a lovely summer dress or even a little jumpsuit for one of my daughters. So really, really pleased with that. So yes, that's everything that I got from the sewing weekend in my goodie bag and my swaps, and also had a little chat with you about my make. It was just fantastic. I've met some really lovely ladies, and I hope I get to see them again because it's so lovely chatting away, all about sewing, about life. And we went out and had a few glasses of wine and a few gins on the Saturday night. But yeah, it was so lovely meeting so many inspiring people. Really got me excited to do some more sewing. So yeah, that's everything for me this time. I hope you have a lovely day, whatever you're doing today. So bye bye.